Hi, besties, welcome back. Who missed me? Who missed me? So, today I'm going to talk about double profit in some stocks that made people crazy money. So, it's one thing to buy a stock and the stock will go up, but it's another thing when the stock is also growing and at the same time the stock is paying you dividends. And of course, this is not the first time I'm talking about dividends in this channel. Dividends are like thank you gifts when a company feels like, okay, we've made profit and you're a shareholder, and they say, oh, we're going to give you some of this profit. They may decide to give you 10%, 15%, 2%, 1%, depending. So today I'm going to talk about stocks that made people double profit. So people earned in two ways, and that is one smart way. And I want you to start thinking about investing with these things in mind in this 2025 and beyond. Of course, before I tell you about the stocks, I'm going to put out a disclaimer. This is for educational purposes. The stocks I'm going to call out, the things I'm going to discuss with you are definitely from my experiences, my research, and my views and the things that has worked for me. So please do yourself a favor, get into a money community or get a financial advisor. Do your own research before you buy because there are so many things involved in buying stocks. Don't just buy because someone mentioned it. There are other things you have to consider. So if you wish to learn from me, join our VIP community. We are doing amazing things. Of course, I told you before, 2025, we are learning about some stocks that paid the most cash and also high growth gains, meaning that they paid out dividends to say thank you. And at the same time, this stock was doing absolutely beautiful and making people money. I want you to think in that line. Of course, I want you to also know that stocks are how normal people build wealth without running five businesses. I had a conversation with a friend recently, and she was saying, I just noticed that people who invested in stocks, way back in maybe a couple of years ago, whose stocks are doing well, are not really bothered about running many businesses. And it's true. Stock is a cheat code for future. Like if you start now to build and do your little things, in the next 5 years, you'll be on auto, like it will be like auto breeze. I don't know if there's a word like that, but what I mean is that you'll be enjoying yourself. So do yourself a favor and look into stock marketing. So let's talk about our beautiful review. So this is one of the persons who just joined the VIP, and he's been taking the classes and the lessons and he's so happy. He said, thank you, day Julia, thanks for the wonderful job. I was able to buy these stocks that I recommended for them, and he also added another one, and he said, I would like to have a portfolio review with you because since April, I've been doing some lazy man research and I was able to acquire quite a number of stock in small quantities. And we have actually reworked his entire portfolio. There are some stocks we needed to take out so we could buy more. So those are the benefits of joining the community. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Like this video, but first of all, watch this video to the end so you see some of the stocks that really did well. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if this is your first time. My name is Julia, and here I teach you how to make your money work for you because you cannot work every day of your life. You have to know this. So based on that, we're going to mention some of these stocks that really did well for us. So I'm going to call some of them out, which I'm going to show you some of the things you need to see. So the first one is Lafarge, NACO, GTCO, UBA, NEM, Okumu Oil, Access, Wema, Dangote Cement. So I want you to keep these stocks in mind because we're going to look into those companies and see what they've been doing. But first, I want to show you something that I found that's very interesting. Just hang on and I will show you this. All right, so look at this. These are the 10 stocks that paid the most cash in dividends for the first half of the year. You can see Geregu here, you can see Wema Bank, you can see FCMB, you can see Okumo Oil. Let me show you something interesting. Geregu company paid 21.25 billion. Like this money literally entered into people's pockets. The question you should be asking yourself is, did you take even 50,000, 10,000, 3,000 out of this entire money? Now, Wema Bank paid 21.43 billion. It's even higher than what Geregu people paid sef. But the truth is, when Wema Bank was paying or when they paid, the question I want to ask you is, did you have any portion from this? This is free cash that is, you know, that are being paid on yearly basis and you're not even getting it. Now see FCMB, see Okomo Oil, see First Bank Holdings, see Transcorp. These are the top 10 that pay the highest. So it's such a beautiful opportunity. Look at this. Aradel paid the highest, 95.7 billion. Did you partake in this? At least I can count a couple of stocks here that I really earned from. So this is why I'm making this video. Let's get back into that. All right, let's talk about this first one, Lafarge. Now, Lafarge together with their subsidiaries and manufacturers, they market and they sell cement. Now, you can see the boom in real estate and you can see how important cement. People that built houses like 3-5 years ago spent like 3-5 in cement. Now, cement is around 10,500. It's now expensive, but still, real estate is booming. Now, look at this. If you had bought this stock last year, that is if you bought it around September, because some people bought last year, but they bought this stock around 80 naira. Let's say you even bought it around 30 naira. Okay, you can see that this stock has returned 269%. At the same time, this company paid 3.8% in dividends. So you earn here, you also earn here. Now let's say you actually invested 1 million naira in this company when it was 30 naira. That 30 naira would have gotten you about 33,000 shares. Yes, 33,333. It has a lot of threes on ending threes. So now this company paid 4 naira in May this year. 4 naira per share. If you multiply it by this 33,000, you're making about 233,000 that you're going to earn in dividends. Now, this growth, this amazing growth, your 1 million would have turned into almost 2.7 million. Can you see that? This is the beautiful thing about investing in stocks that have high growth and also pays you dividends. So I want to start looking into that direction. Let's look at UBA. Let's assume you bought UBA around 22, 23 naira last year. You can see that up until now, they have had at least 100% capital gains growth, meaning your 1 million would have been, and like you would have added another extra 1 million naira. And look at this, 15%. UBA is doing well in dividends. So imagine 100% here and imagine 15% here. By the time you calculate these two, you see you're collecting better money. So that's why I want to be looking at these two things. If you find the companies that are going to pay you here and pay you here, it's good though. Imagine if the next another 1 year, this stock grows to adds another 100%. You earn another 100%, and you still earn another 15%. And likely they may increase their dividend payout. So you see, now this is NEM. NEM is actually an insurance company that many people didn't even know about them, but they have been secretly printing money. Look at this growth from below 10 naira to almost touching 40 naira, 279%. And look at their dividend yield, 3.34. Can you see? So you're making money from here in this insurance company. You're also making money. This company is doing amazingly well for themselves. Now let's look at Okomo Oil. Those that bought Okomo Oil last year bought it less than 400 naira. And look at it. Those that bought at 400 naira, see, 400 plus 400, 800 plus another, see, 195, almost getting to 200%. Your 1 million would have been 1 million plus 1.9. Can you see this? Look at this amazing growth. And look at this yield, 5%. That's 5.7. This is 5.7%. And this company, some people may say, oh, they've run so much. Always target pullback. I keep saying this, and pullback are blessings in disguise. If you don't understand how to leverage on pullbacks, then you should join our VIP community. Now let's look at NACO. Look at NACO. NACO last year was around low, in fact, below 40 naira and round to 100. So, hey, this one is crazy. Imagine buying this at 100 naira. That means you have had almost 1000%. Or let's say, let's just be, let's sound moderate, 900%. Now your 1 million would have turned up to almost 9 million. Oh. Look at it now. Let's say 30 naira. Let's say 30 naira. Yes, this is below 40 naira. So if you can see that 30 by 10 is not 300. Now 30 by okay, it's about 300%. Okay, okay, I made a mistake. It's about 300%, and they're still giving you 5.7. So your 1 million would have turned to 3 million. At the same time, you're earning 5%. This is beautiful. Now let's look at Wema Bank. Wema Bank also did beautifully well. I'm sure you saw them in the list I showed that paid 21 billion in dividends. Now look at their capital gain from below almost 5 naira, just say about 6 naira last year, to 23 naira, 295%. Look at GT. GT also did amazingly well from 40 to 9, in fact, hitting even 100 naira. And they still paid a juicy amount. Like, I think they paid about 8 naira per share. And many people cashed out. So that's why I say, as you're looking at these stocks, be looking at the stocks that will give you money in two ways. They're going to make you a lot of money. Now, let's look at the flip side, because sometimes it's always we're always showing you the ones that did well both ways. Now, look at Dangote. Let's say last year you bought Dangote at 600 naira. Can you see that this stock has been dropping? It's been dropping, apart from this recent time that some people pumped in money to push this stock back up to 577. So assuming you bought it somewhere here, and then this year it is still where you bought it, meaning that your 1 million would have, you know, reduced and then come back up to 1 million. That means you didn't really grow. Do you understand? But see the dividend, you would have still made money from dividend. So you see why having the two can be an advantage. So that when this type of situation happens, you'll be able to earn here. Another flip side I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't pull it up here, is MTN. MTN did well, but they didn't pay dividends because they are still running losses. So the fact that they didn't pay dividends, but they actually appreciated in their capital gains. So now, when you have the two of them, when one is not available, the other one will compensate. So last, people that invested in Dangote may not have made money in terms of capital gain, but the dividends have actually paid off for them. So that's why I said double profits in Nigerian stocks can be a very smart strategy that you can use. So in the community, I've given them a list of 10 stocks and I have broken them down for them, told them what these companies are doing, what to expect between now and end of the year, and when they can buy more. You should join the community. It's just 50,000 naira that will give you access to knowledge and then give you guidance on how to properly arrange your portfolio. And most importantly, you learn how to compound your money. You learn how to make money on dividends. Their dividends are up to 100% though. Hey, you've not researched them. Anyway, there are some of the dividends that we are picking in the community that are doing very well for us. And these companies pay every month. So every month you're getting good amount of money from these companies. And you also learn how to look at the market, look at the stocks, and know what to do in every situation. So I want you to finish rich in 2025. Come join us in the community. The last thing I'm going to talk about is, how did you enjoy this lesson? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something. At least I've opened your eyes to see one small secret that you can leverage on. So if this is the kind of thing you like, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Share this video to some people who may learn one or two things. And of course, I will see you in the next video.